This is Rita Bowling from Luton Center in Akron, Ohio again, and welcome to this week's class. As you can see, my erstwhile companions have abandoned me, but I think we can get through it without them just fine. They had some issues they had to deal with this morning, so anyway, I also just want to remind everybody that what we're doing here is not in any way to be construed as medical advice for you. We're simply trying to get people to start moving and exercising more through some of our methods that we use in our martial arts training. So if you have, don't push yourself to your hurt. Just do what you can, and if you have any issues, please make sure you go see your doctor as well. So, all right, so let's get started. We always start with a breathing exercise, so let's just get started with that. We'll start with our feet together, and we're just gonna breathe in, go up on your toes, and breathe out and down. Reverse your hands on that, breathe in, and out, nice and slow. Breathe in and out. In and out. In and out. In and out. Okay, once more, we'll go through it. Breathe in and out. In and out. Okay. All right, the next one, put your feet about shoulder width apart and bend your knees a little bit. They don't have to bend a lot, but just you want them flexible. And then we're just going to swing our arms from one side to the other. Okay, the second one is both hands across the chest. Now, one over the shoulder and one over your chest. And the last one is one over the shoulder and the other one up your back. So you're gonna have to turn at the waist with this one. Okay, good. Next we do a series of arm swings. So we're gonna start with just one arm at a time. I want you to put your right foot forward and bend your right knee. The back knee, the left knee should be fairly straight. And we're going to circle our right arm. So go forward, 1, 2, nice and slow, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now take your arm backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, now for the left side. Put your left leg forward and bend your knee. Right leg stays straight in the back. And we're going to do our left arm. Forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Okay, now to make that a little more complicated, we're going to do both hands, but moving independently. It's still in the same direction. So put your right foot out again in front. Now we're going to do right arm, left arm, right, left. Okay, and now backwards. Okay. Okay, now the more complicated one is with both hands moving in different directions. So this one takes a little coordination. So hands up and straight up in the air. You can just stand comfortably with your feet together. Move your right arm up in front, your left arm behind you. Both hands down to your side. Left hand forward, right arm back. Both hands up. Right forward, down, left forward, up. Right, down, left, up. You have to turn the waist in order to do this comfortably. And if you can, just smooth it out so you're not really stopping at each one of those places. You'll see that both of your arms are moving together in opposite directions. One more, and we'll stop with our hands at the top. Now we're going to reverse it. So left hand forward, right hand back. Both hands down, left back, up. Left forward, down, right forward, back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and stop at the top again on 10. Now just sink your arms down on both sides. Relax your shoulders, let your elbows and your wrists droop. Just take some deep breaths. Now put palms up and raise your arms up just a little bit. Make sure your shoulders are still relaxed. Now starting with your little fingers, curl all your fingers into your fist. Move your hands over your head, go up on your toes, and then everything comes down. Okay, and just move around a little bit to get your arms and your legs moving again. And we're going to do a couple leg exercises. You might want to lean on something or hold on to something to do these if you have some balance problems. The first one we're going to do is the 7-star stretch. So So take your right foot and put the toes pointed up. Bend your knee on the other foot. If you're not holding on, put your left hand over your knee. You don't have to press, but just put it over there to help keep it straight. Your other hand goes on your face, and we're going to try to get our elbow to our toes. If you're holding on, you can still do it by just trying to keep your legs straight there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now you can either walk around to the other side of the chair if you need to hang on. Excuse me. And do the other foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excuse me. Okay, the next one, we're gonna give ourselves a wider stance, and we're just gonna go back and forth from one side to the other. And again, you don't have to go really low, just go as much as you can, and get the stretch to the side with your legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, good. Now there have been a couple other exercises that we've been doing that we're going to do today. The first one is just a stretch with our hands. So just stand comfortably and not stiff. Put your hands in front of you like this. We're just going to take one hand down and one up. Turn your hand over. Bring them down and go the other side. You can do your breathing with this. Breathe in. And breathe out. In. Out. Okay. There's another one we haven't done in a while that I want to do again today. This one kind of helps your back some. So just stand with your feet comfortably together, hands up above your head. We're going to bend at the waist and go straight down to the floor, for as low as you can go. And then just move your hands all the way up your body, back up and over your head. Now turn to the right. Take your hands down. Move around to the front and back up. Now turn left and down to the front and up. Okay, down in front again. Turn right. And turn left. Once more, straight down in front. If you tighten up your core muscles and your abdomen, when you do this, you don't get as much pain if you're having pain. And left. To the front. And up. And just relax. Okay. Another one we haven't done for a while that's a little harder, so we've done it before, but some of you may have some trouble with it, but just do the best you can. We're going to put our arms straight up over us and just bend your knees, bend your back a little bit. Throw your arms out like you're grabbing the sky. And then squat down forward. Straighten your legs and put your arms back as high as you can go. Come back to a squat. Back. Squat again. Back. Now come up again. Throw your arms backwards. 1, 2, 3, and down. Over your head. Back to a squat. Arms back. Squat. Arms back. Squat. We'll go through it once more. The back over your head. 1, 2, 3, and down. Okay, now just relax. That's a harder one for a lot of people, so. All right, now let's just take a few minutes to not forget about our neck and just gonna work our neck muscles a little bit. So just stand nice and tall. You might need to move your head back so that you feel like your spine is straight up and down. And then I want you to take your head back to neutral, and down. Back to neutral, back, and forward. Back, and forward. If you make sure you're at the neutral position before you go in any other direction, your spine moves much easier than having to grind against itself to turn. Okay, now come back to the neutral point, and now we're just going to tilt to one side, like you're touching your ear to your shoulder, and then the other side. Don't jack up one shoulder or the other. Just try to keep your shoulders nice and straight. Right, left, right, left. And don't worry if you can't move your head very far. It does get better after time. You can move a little farther. Okay, once more. Okay, now one other exercise for your neck. Get back to your neutral zone. And now we're going to rotate our head to the side. Back to center and to the other side. right, left, right, left. And once more, right and left. Okay, good. Another thing we haven't done in a while that I would like to do again is our fluid movement. So we can start to move around more fluidly. So first of all, just put your legs apart a little bit and just shift your weight from side to side. First, don't move your knees at all, and you'll see that you can't move your legs very far at all. If you bend your knees, you'll see you're going much farther. So that's why it's important not to really lock your knees out. You need to keep them nice and flexible. Just nice and slow, I want you to concentrate on what it feels like to unweight one, put the weight on the other. See what your muscles feel like. Kind of tune into your body. Now turn your body at the waist as you go from one side to the other. Now your muscles should feel a little bit differently because you're activating different muscles as well as in a different direction. Nice and slow. And you can even try to move your hips in a like a figure 8 motion. One hip out in front and the other. And that activates your muscles in even a different way. You'll notice my body is still straight up and down. I'm not bending forward or backward or to the side during any of this. Now we're going to include our arms. So put your arms up here and just pretend they're floating on top of the water. So now just go back and forth. And you'll see that we're not moving our arms really at all, but just our body movement is moving our arms from side to side. And we can go from turn the waist again and go side to side. And see how far your arms are moving without even moving your arms themselves at all. It's just all body movement. Now when I go towards the left, my left arm is going to come up a little bit. I go to the right, my right arm is going out. So I'm lifting my arm up, but I'm still not moving it at all in one direction or the other. That's entirely my body movement. My feet and legs are very grounded. So it's very stable. Okay. Now another thing you can do from this position is pretend you're holding a ball of energy, maybe about a basketball size, and just kind of manipulate that ball around as you're moving from side to side. Again, you can go from one side to the other. My hands themselves are only moving up and down. My body is moving everything from side to side. And now you can pretend like you're pulling taffy. Just go one side and then the other. If you've ever seen them make candy, you can't go too far or the candy will break. So you just kind of go on one side or the other. So let your movements become very fluid. Okay, good. Now that we're being kind of fluid and you felt how your muscles move when you move your weight from one to the other, I want to introduce a new exercise. And you might want to stand up or hold on to something for this one, because you're going to be on one leg. So hang on to, the chair's on my left side here. I'm going to raise up my right foot, and I'm just going to circle my foot. And you can feel your weight as you move your foot, your weight is shifting around on that other leg. Now go the other direction. Now hopefully at some point you might be able to do this without hanging on. But for right now, you don't want to have to worry about all this support on your leg. Okay, now just move to the other side of the chair and we'll do the other leg. You go in one direction. And the other direction. Okay. That one takes some practice, and but over time it does help to improve your balance. Okay, I think we're coming to the end of our time, so why don't we just do our closing breathing exercise? It's called Eating the Sun. I think we've done this one before. So I'll walk us through it first. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart. Raise your hands up, palms up to your shoulder height. Turn them over, sink down on your knees. Your hands into the belly button, the backs together, up your chest to the chin, then straight out in front of you. Both arms out to the side, then over your head. And then your hands go down, your knees come up. Okay, so we need to breathe with this as well. So breathe in, nice and slow. Breathe out. Breathe in. This movement's a little faster. Breathe out very slowly. Breathe in and out. Breathe in, out, in, out, in, and out. Okay, once more. Breathe in, out, in, out, in, and out. Okay, hopefully you feel better and have a little bit more energy as you start your day today. So again, thank you for coming, and I hope to see you again next week. Thanks.